COBRA.
I understand that. But when you exhaust that and you go into a pool
Yep.
and you get into another group plan, do you get caught with pre-existing conditions?
Oh, I don't know that question. I can't answer that question. I don't know. I'm sorry. I've not gotten that question asked. I've not run into that scenario before. Any other questions? Thank you very much.
Okay, while we have, am I on? No? Am I on now? Hello? Testing? Testing? All right, there we go. I can tell. I heard something there. Do you have any additional, I can bring David and Donnie back up here. Is there anything that anybody has for any of the presenters here before I want to please remind you to fill out your surveys. There's a lot of information here. We want to stay as current with these regulations and make sure we're responding to the needs out there. So if you please give us the feedback. If there's another topic or something else that needs further clarification or we need to bring expertise in, please let us know that. If not, yes, we got to. David, okay. David, no, David says he left the building, but no, I see him. I just found him. All right, go ahead. Why don't you go ahead and put your question out as he's walking up here?
Yeah, my question was with regard to, let's say I've exhausted all my unemployment benefits, that's extended federal, extended state, and I want to get employment. To try to get those kick-started again, you have to earn, I think I've seen some sort of number, I have to earn like $1,500 to get back into collecting unemployment. What types of jobs do I have to get? Can I get 1099 type jobs? Can I get handyman type jobs? What types of jobs qualify me to get unemployment kick-started?
You have to have work in covered employment. Like I said, most of the employers in Missouri are covered employment. Okay, and like I said, the ones that are faith-based, I can tell you for sure they're not going to be covered employers. My wife works for a Catholic high school. She has no unemployment benefits coming to her at any time. Some employers are what's called reimbursable. Those are a lot of the ones, some hospitals work that way where they don't pay us until somebody actually files a claim. So that's just our internal part of how they're paid. You can ask the employer if they pay unemployment insurance. Of course, I don't know if that's a question you want to ask when you're doing your job interview, but most employers are going to be like that. If you're doing jobs on your own, like you said, if you're working out as a handyman or something like that, unless you're set up as a business and you're paying the unemployment compensation tax, which ironically, in case you're interested, is called a contribution, unless you're paying that, there's not going to be any benefits for you. It's going to be self-employment.
Yes, right here. Mina? Another question, okay? This one turned on? No. Go ahead, answer your question.
You had made a comment about that $25 stimulus earlier in your presentation, and it didn't make sense to me, so I asked a few people around me.
It's always a good idea to ask your friends and neighbors.
And I did, and I don't get that. I was just curious.
You don't get it physically, or you don't?
I physically do not get the stimulus.
Are you on regular unemployment benefits?
Mm-hmm.
There should be an additional